This is Lee with 82 Game and 12, and this is going to be video 6 of my playthrough of military Midway Solitaire, designed by Joseph Miranda, and this was published by Decision Games in 2021. So let's see what we got going on here. We're just going to jump right in. We've got Frankie there with us, little Frank, and Mum is the word. Mummy. Holdovers from Halloween. I haven't taken any of that. I don't have hardly any Halloween decorations, but what you see there and the little beware thing over there, that's it. So the last video, the last two videos, we had the Solomon campaign, Operation SO, the Solomons, and we saw the Enterprise the Lexington get damaged by a submarine, and excuse me, we saw the Yorktown lose all of her attack planes. And I don't know if the game talks, I think it does talk about if you have, like, say, a carrier that is destroyed, sunk, whatever, then you can land planes over on another carrier. So what I've done is I've transferred the torpedo planes from the Lexington to the Yorktown, and I left the fighters just so that the Lexington would have some fighters for cap, but I should have went ahead and flown those over there too. Anyway, so I did that. But this next operation, the next turn, is going to deal with the Midway. That was what intelligence discovered, was that Midway was coming next, and that was based on my intelligence draw of the operational cup, and that's what I drew out of their Midway operation. So that's where we're at. So things don't look good down here in the Solomons, because one thing is the base there has already been destroyed, and there's the Japanese right there, one space away from taking the Solomons and possibly moving right on down to New Caledonia, taking that over. I do have the Saratoga here with a full array of planes. Here at Samoa, but at the moment we're up here at the Midway operation. So we move this to the determination segment there, which we've already drawn that. So we move to the Imperial Japanese search attempt segment. And there's not going to be any planes, or any task forces in range. So we got a base here, 1, 2, 3. See, there's nobody there. So, of course, Midway is controlled. So we'll just put it like that. So we can really skip that phase. There's not going to be even those task forces or other units that are within range. So that's going to be skipped. We go to the movement segment. Okay. And so we're going to move the task forces that are on that track. So here we are. We're just going to put these along the track here as I did before. And we could keep going, but I'm going to stop right there at the Midway. So that's their objective is Midway. So, and here are the task forces, the Japanese task forces. So after I move them, then I'm going to have to draw out of the incident cup to find out if there's some kind of incident that occurs. So we're going to roll for movement. And the movement is over here. Let's see if I can get both of those on there like that. I might be able to do it better if I come over here and go at this angle here. Let's see. Well, I can show that, but it's kind of hard to show the movement if we're going to have any. Okay, so all right, we're going to start with the invasion. That's the one on the top. So we're going to be looking at this column. And so I roll, and there's a 4. So we look here, 4 is going to be 2 spaces. So the invasion is going to end up in wake. Okay, so they're at wake. Let's see if I can. So that's where this bomber's at. All right, so the next thing is the first carrier strike force. And so that's going to be here. 5 is going to be 2 spaces. So they would also end up at wake. The main body, which is the middle column, I got a 6. They got 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I think maybe they have to stop when they. I have to look at that. Okay, and then the guard is also in the middle column here. They got a 6, so they're going to go 3 spaces. 2, 3. If they can go past wake. No, they don't. They don't have to stop. That's only if they enter a controlled objective space. They would have to stop. So they don't have to stop there. All right, so that takes care of that. Move back over here so we can get a better look at what's going on here. All right, so the guard and the main body are there. And here at wake, we've got the invasion force and the carrier strike force at wake. Okay. And then we got to do the instant marker. And so we got incident is weather. I don't think that's going to really affect anything, but let's see. Maybe it does. Let's see. Weather. Oh, neither side may launch air missions on the current route during this segment. So we're not going to have any air missions. So we've got the United States reaction. So they can't launch anything. Japanese can't launch anything. We're not going to have any combat. Okay. So up here on the track, that's just going to basically go return, and we go back here to morale. Nothing. We go to logistics. This will be a quick and this has to do with repair. And this would be land aircraft could repair, but I don't have any. So there's not any repair that needs to be done, so they don't have anything to do on logistics. So then we go to the U.S. Navy, and we go to G1 organization. So we go to organization, and let's see, we've got, we can reorganize. I could recruit reinforcements. I can replace. That's a carrier. Okay. Landcraft, replace a coastal. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to organize this task force down. Reorganize this task force down here at Samoa. So right now, Task Force 11 has the Saratoga and the Destroyer Flotilla. So we're going to add both this destroyer unit and this battleship. So they both go into Task Force 11. Okay, so that's my reorganization. Or my organization, not reorganization. Okay, so then we go to intelligence. Okay. And with the intelligence, I can't do a naval search or a seaplane search, so I guess I'm going to have to do randomly pick up a marker. Excuse me, my nose is running. Okay, so we randomly pick an operational marker. And we picked CV versus NGS. Let's see what that is. I think if I draw with that, I just... Well, this one has to be the one that's picked. That's going to be used, I guess. So I'll just put it off here. I'll put it right over here. So CF, the Combined Fleet versus the Naval General Staff. So the Japanese are arguing amongst each other. So okay. Now we go to the organizational segment. So I can do a naval operation. I'm not going to be able to launch any planes. I can rebase air units, or I can redeploy a task force. So I'm going to go back down here to Samoa, and I'm going to move this task force to New Caledonia with Task Force 17. So, and hopefully, and then I'm going to do some some switching around so I can get the Lexington to Pearl Harbor for repairs. So that's my plan. And then be able to maybe strike back up to the Solomons up there. when that occurs. Okay, then we go to the logistics segment. Well, I guess that's what I just did. But I redeployed. So yeah, I just did the logistics. Administrative phase, this goes to here. And then let's see what we got. This here is, take this off. Oops. And so that ends that round or turn, however you want to describe that. And then the next phase or next operation is this CF, the Combined Fleet versus the Naval General Staff. So there's some infighting going on with the Japanese, which means they skip all of their segments. So we skip all of that. We go to, I guess we can go to U.S. reaction on this turn. So it says go, let's see, conduct all required segments of the United States Navy. All right, let me look to see what required segments. So I guess I would just skip to the G1 and not do the reaction there, because there is no reaction. There's no operation that's going on. So, all right, we'll just go to G1. Okay. So we can reorganize a task force. Okay, so down here, we're going to reorganize down here. So we're going to take Task Force 17 is the larger task force. It can handle 6 ships, six counters of ships. So what I'm going to do is the Lexington is coming out. Okay. We're going to add the Saratoga to 17. The battleship. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not. The battleship's going to stay in 11. Okay. We're going to add another destroyer to that. We don't want the battleship to slow us down. So Lexington will go with Task Force 11. So we've reorganized that. Okay, so now we go to G2, which is intelligence. And we don't have any, we can't do a naval search. We don't have anybody within range. We don't have a seaplane out there. Sir, okay, so signal. we could actually spot all of these units right here because they're on the United States side of uh, of the Japanese defense perimeter, so they could all be spotted. And the Saratoga, yeah, I could attack with those. They have a range of what? No, they only have a range of 2, so I'd have to get closer. So can't really do that. So we'll just randomly pick the next operation, so we know what the next operation is going to be. And it's going to look like it's going to be reinforcements. Okay, so they're going to end up getting some reinforcements. So we'll have to look to see what that's going to entail. Okay, so let's pull back here, and the next thing we have is the operational segment. Okay, so I can select one route, and I can move any and all naval units using the U.S. Naval Movement Rule. So, okay, so Task Force 11, I'm gonna pull down here. Task Force 11 with Lexington is gonna go to there. And this one here, they're only going to go to right there. They don't want to get all the way up there to the Solomons. They want to just be right there. So, okay, but I have to draw one of these now. And it's a submarine again. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so it's going to be this task force, 17. Let's see. I got destroyer, and that's it. I don't think that. So I've got these 2 here. All right, so I need 1 or 2, and I failed on both. So it's going to get through. So now we have to roll to see if it's successful. And it's got to get a 1 or a 2, and it's a 4, so it missed. So, all right, so that takes care of that. So now we go to the logistics again. And okay, under logistics, let's see. I'll put these 2 back in the task force. Okay. Repair. We can't repair any of that. Land aircraft. We don't have any of those that are damaged. Right. Nope. So should be. They gotta be. I can't attack a task force unless they're spotted. So Okay, so I can't do anything on the logistics, repairing anything, not until Lexington gets to Pearl Harbor. So there ends another turn. So this would go to here, and I'm gonna have to stop the video here. A little short video here, but I was able to go through 2 turns. So I'm moving a little faster. So I should be able to get through several turns in an hour's time. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. But I don't want to go too fast, that I'm rushing. I'm doing this to enjoy, not to just rush through. So I am enjoying this. It's a very, I guess, thought-provoking game. You've got to really think about what you're doing. You got to plan, because you've got to stop this onslaught that's occurring. This Japanese onslaught, trying to conquer these bases, your bases. So, and you've got limited resources, and so that's what you're facing. So as you can see down here, I lost the Lexington for now, and which also lost, the Yorktown lost all of its attack aircraft, and the Lexington lost all of its SBDs, Dauntless dive bombers. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to I guess add some planes back to Lexington or not. We'll have to wait to see how that goes. But that's where we're at. This was video 6, and things are beginning to get tense. Down here we've got, of course, the Solomons. We've also got the Japanese are right here on top of Port Moresby, and they don't have any carrier strike force down there for protection or help. And Midway's getting ready to get very exciting and active. And so next few turns are probably going to be game changers for one side or the other, based on which side loses attack aircraft or possibly carriers. So we'll see what happens. So appreciate your support. This is Lee with 82 Gaming 12. Hope you're enjoying the videos, and come back for the next one, which will be video 7. So this was video 6. So appreciate it, and see you next time.